Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Next I'd like to show you that how to replace this Toyota Avensis cars this battery. And here is this my old battery, and this replace happens so that there is minus and plus bases, and first I open that plus area, and I need in that job this 10 millimeter French, and next I take that, and this is 10 millimeter French, and the size is 1, 0 and like 10, and this part fits in these bolts in here in that way, and when I rotate that little bit, this bolt opens, and first we start this minus base. Minus is always free, and this plus area, it is always covered in red cover. And then when I have opened that part something like 6 turns in like that way, and then when I rotate that, I can lift up this cable in here in that way, and now it's free, and then it's good to insert in some protective hole like in that way. This is good hint, because soon we are lifting this battery away. And then I open in here, there is similar 10 millimeter bolt in there. What I open next, and I take a little bit better view in that area, and then I insert my French in here, and it opens fast, and then I move that, and then I insert that in here. Okay, and now these bases are free, and next job is to look in there, and there is one bolt, and then we need new socket. Okay, and then we need new socket, that kind of French, and then that kind of 12 millimeter socket, 1, 2, and it fits in there. And if we have a little bit longer that bar, we can insert that socket in here in that way. Now it's there, and then we can insert that in here in that way. It's in position, and then I can insert my tool in there. This goes in nicely in there, and then only this rotation, this opens so that when I rotate that bolt in that way, now we can see better that way, then this bolt opens. And there is this bolt is moving in there, in this pillow area in there, it moves in there, and we look in there down, and then I need to take that bolt totally away. Now it's free, and there is this bolt, and I take my hand in here, and there is first this bolt, and then there is this important support bar. Look, it goes in that way, in this way, not in that way. This is the only right way. There is this hole and this position, and it goes back in here, and there we can see hole in there inside, and that bolt goes in this hole in that way. Okay, but now I take that away, because there is this best thing that I can lift that battery out. And then remember this, if you are a woman, this can be a little bit heavy. This weighs something like 10 kilos or 15 pounds, and you can take both hands in here, and then I recommend use gloves like I do, because there can be this battery, this corrosion liquid in there, and it makes it destroys our clothes if we even touch that, and then our clothes, it make holes in here, and that's use always good quality plastic clothes. And then when we lift that up in this way, this battery is free in there. Okay, and now this battery is free, and then when we install new battery in there, idea is next. Okay, and then when we install this new battery pack, there is very solid idea that there is first this battery, and in that area we can see also that what is the size what we are needing when we need new battery. It must be 12 volts and 62 ampere is the size. And this X side is quite good quality battery mark. And then when we install that battery in this position, it's extremely important to see that there is plus symbol in here and there is minus. And also this minus base is a little bit smaller. This area, this metallic point, and this plus is a little bit bigger and wider, this lead base. And then most important is to see that there is plus symbol in there. And in that area there is minus in here. Okay, and in that point, because this is really important, that we install this battery in right place. This plus area in here, it goes in here, and this minus area in here, it goes in that area. Okay, and that's I little bit rotate that and I install that in back. And then now it's almost ready, but then a couple of things. When we lift that battery in here, we need to be all time sure that this hole in here, what is in there, that hole, that this hole is free when we move that battery, that this hole is not in that way, but when we lift a little bit that battery in here, that we can see that hole in there. Okay, in that way. This is the point thing. Okay, and now when this hole is in there, I can take this my support plate and bolt, and this goes so that when I install that bolt in there, it is easy to install that hole, and then I can rotate that, and let's look in that side also that what I am doing in there. And there is this bolt, and then I need to only rotate that little bit, and then I can take this my tool. What is this 12mm socket, and it is very easy to rotate in that way this bolt, because there is this space, and in that way, and in that position I can start to again fasten this bolt in that way, and this goes very easily, and then we can look that what I am doing in there. There is this my target area, and then when I fasten that, the idea is fasten that so much that it stops suddenly, and then we know that this battery is enough tight. Okay, and now it stops, because this is difficult to rotate. And then important test that I take my hand in here and I move that my battery, and if I can't move that battery anymore, this fastening joint is okay. And then next point was that I need to insert this my red plus cable in here back, and then I had some extra things. I don't know, this is maybe some extra radio thing, and it was in something like there, that way. And now this battery is in there, and then I only need to press that down. Look, it must be so deep in that position, and then I start to fasten, and that way. Start, end. Start, and this is the point where I move. Start, and then end, this fastening. And then use small tool, because these are lead material. Lead is quite soft metal. And that's, if we use really big force, then we can damage this battery's LEDs. And that's small tool. And then when it starts to stop, that only one hand movement. And then when we think that it is tight, then we check that is this movable, and this is the test. If we can't move that, even that we try to do that very hard, then this joint is enough tight. And then this red cover, this is really important. This protect this car's electricity against those electric short circuit. And this is important. And then I install this minus cable in there, and again rotation, and look, it must be so deep. This is the thing, that this base is so deep in there, like in here. And this is this base, and this is this joint, and then I fasten that also in that way. Okay, good. And then again this final test, that can I move that, and if this is joint and no any movement, then everything is fine. And now this battery replace is ready, and final test is to test that how works our light. And there is light, and then I go to turn on light. Okay, yes, very good. And now battery replace is ready, and this was this end. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day to you.